Hi everyone, welcome back to Left on Red, a GoLoud original podcast with me, Miss Julie Haynes.
And me, Miss Brenda Dennehy. Do you know, actually, my boarding pass yesterday, just after reminding me, was Mr. Brenda Dennehy. I put in Mr. I swear to God, I was like, oh my God, Mr. Brenda Dennehy.
Did you actually write Mr. or was it the tap down?
It was weird, tap down, but I didn't realise, and it was Aer Lingus, right? And then yesterday when I was checking in, it was Mr. Brenda Dennehy, and I was like, oh, feck.
Yeah.
And then when I actually got the boarding card, then it didn't just come up as Brenda Dennehy.
I wonder would they pull you on it with a small little mistake like that?
They would on certain names. And I genuinely was panicking because I was like, well, I'm going to have to get onto them now and have to change this. But when I actually printed, will say, no, actually submitted the boarding card, it came up as just Brenda Dennehy. But when I was going in, it was Mr.
It's actually, like I'd be panicking. Like even when we had Disneyland booked there during the year, the travel agent put down the twins' birth cert surname.
Oh, and that's not.
Instead of, sorry, they put down my surname instead of their passport surname. Yeah.
And you would fierce drama over that.
Oh, fuck, we won't even go there. Yeah.
Podcast with Brendan Dennehy today.
Brendan. Yeah,
Brendan.
welcome, Brendan. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, what's the story? No news.
No. Speaking of Brendans and Tons and the ins and Tons came into my head there. I've only knew, so I met Anton during the week. That was it.
Oh, I see that on your Instagram,
From London to me, and just had a bit of crack. You saw, probably people saw it on Instagram, not much to go there. That's all grand. One thing though, I must say, all right though, is there's a bit of a nick going on there. There's a bit of a nick in there. I don't know how you feel about this now. He'll probably hear this, so I haven't said it to his face, but so this will be his first time hearing it. So he's got a motorbike, right? But it's talking about me on the motorbike with him, like it's not going to happen.
And I think that's very sexy.
No.
Brenda, that's sexy.
No, I've gotten the ick. But you see, my thing is, you know my big massive bag I take on holidays with me.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'll collect you when you come over next in the airport. Where's the bag going? Is it we hauling it on the back? That thing's up to my hip. Where's the bag going?
I know, but you know, when I was in Bali, right? Actually,
were you in Bali?
I was in Bali for Christmas a couple of years.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm one of them, yeah. I was there on a holiday. Fuck off. Over there on a wellness thing. No, I was there on a holiday, right? And my mum, my dad and Sean came out to me then, because it was actually Christmas time. So I was living in Australia, met them in Bali. But their bags got lost on the way over.
Yeah.
So we were probably 3 or 4 days into our trip in Bali and the bags were found. So in fairness, everyone in Bali are so lovely, but I don't know if you've ever seen videos of people in Bali, everyone's on mopeds. Like the whole, and like there's not just 1 or 2 people on mopeds, the whole family is on a fucking moped, right? So we said to Sean, go up to the airport there and get all the bags and get a taxi back. We had a villa between all of us. So Sean was like, yeah. But next year, your man came along in a moped. He was like, I'll bring you over. But Sean was like, where will I put the bags? But he didn't really think about it. So they brought him up to the airport, and about 4 of them now in like, what do you call that, carpool? This is like a moped pool now, right? All of us up to the airport, got the bags. The lads that were on the mopeds on their own were holding the bags, and Sean was behind one of them, and he had to hold the bag and like a suitcase, not even a fucking bag.
Wow.
And Sean was shitting all of us back to the villa.
Oh my God.
Yeah, from the airport, all those back to where we were staying in Bali in the villa, they carried the suitcases.
No taxis is in, like they weren't even thought of.
It's all mopeds out there.
Oh yeah, see that? No, I know what you're saying. I don't know what I nearly prefer, a moped over a motorbike. The motorbike, it's just, I can't.
Oh, it's a motorbike for me.
I just can't. Yeah, but would you go on the back of it and put your arm around them and all that carry on?
I wouldn't get on a motorbike, nor would I get on a moped, only because I'm scared.
Yeah.
But if I knew a fella was driving a moped, that's sexy.
I don't know. And it's the helmet thing and everything. No, I'm sorry.
But did you ever see him with the black helmet?
Yeah, but like I'm thinking of Tom Cruise on Top Gun. This is not Tom Cruise on Top Gun. It's just not.
Oh, I think he's
not. I just want to know where the black bag is going. That's all I want to know. That's up to my hip. But anyway, that's my little. I've had no news. It's just I had met him during the week and that was it. And I said, "So you all set for Christmas?" Everyone's saying that. Yeah, I'm working for Christmas all throughout, so I've not really any exciting Christmas or anything like that. But what about you? You all set?
So I went on a date then over the week. You know the fella I was telling you I was Snapchatting.
Yeah.
So anyways, he was like, look, do you want to meet up? And I said, yeah, no worries. So we went for a coffee, all right?
Yeah.
So sitting there anyway, chatting away. And I knew what he worked as. So we were just chatting about that. He was like, oh, I also have a second job as well. He was like, just to, do me over Christmas, whatever, and he's saving for a mortgage and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, what do you do? I thought he does a little bit of foxers. What's it called? Foxers.
Yes, Foxer, yeah.
Yeah,
I used to was at Vox before, yeah.
Foxer.
I told you about your Alpha David, but anyway.
Oh, so anyways, when he was like, I have a second job, I was like, all right, thought like he was just doing foxers over Christmas. And I was like, oh yeah, just like, what do you do? A couple of foxers? He's like, no. He's like,
What? Stripper, no?
Oh, worse.
Go on.
He plays Santa.
What? I was like dressed up as him. No. Hold on. No, as in
a venue. He goes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I thought I was bad about the motorbike, but this now is another level. No.
And like, because we were like face to face, I didn't know whether to laugh or fucking cry. I was like, sorry? Yeah. I was like, I like to talk to children, like that kind of stuff. I know where my mind was going. He's like, yeah, like Santa, like I like ask him what do they want for Christmas.
No, I put up with the lap and all that.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, no.
I said, oh, you doing that long? He said, no, it's my first year.
Saving for the mortgage.
I was like, yeah, is that a bit of an ick now? Or am I being ridiculous?
No, some people now would think that's cute, right? Some people, depends if this guy's a bit of a character. Is he funny? Because I can imagine a geezery kind of fella.
He's funny, but like never in a fucking month of Sundays did I think he'd dress up as Santa and like have little children sitting on his lap telling him what they want for Christmas.
See, I thought now you might like that because
no, I want Snickers pants.
Could you imagine actually going into the local community centre and like if he hadn't told you, and like I know you don't live too near each other, so obviously you wouldn't be in the vicinity of where he'd be. But can you imagine if you walked in, they were fuming there and knows that there's Santa and there's your fella.
There's my fella.
There's your fella dressed in the red suit, the boots and the hat and the big beard.
Yeah. I was like,
and come here, does he even have a beard? Or is it just like...
It's just stubble. He just has stubble, so he has to
and
put on.
And the whole white thing. Did she send you a picture and think, I don't think you'll be able for that?
I couldn't talk to him anymore about it. I nearly fell off the fucking chair.
Did he feel as in... Oh, she's going to love this now. She's going to love this. She's going to be so... Because you know with the twins.
I don't think fellas think like...
the motorbike.
Well, the motorbike is sexy. Oh, come here. I have a fella fucking dressing up as Santa Claus. Nah. What? I was like, and he's like, yeah. He was like, I'm saving for the mortgage. Just need it. You fucking dress up as Santa. Like, yeah. No, it's not. No.
Is it a good earner? I wonder how much. Is he going to community centres or what's he doing?
I couldn't fucking. I actually thought he was fucking joking.
He's probably touring the county now.
No, I can't.
Is it finished? You just can't go there anymore?
I was like, I can't really fucking finish it over that.
I know, but like you're gonna see, it's like the motorbike. I can't. It's so pathetic. You can't really tell them. And if the Santa things, well, you couldn't really say it to his face.
Of course I couldn't. Imagine.
No, you couldn't.
Are you having a fucking laugh?
But he'd be handy if he wanted to come around Carrigaline, like just to the...
I meet dressed up as the elf next to him. Mrs. Claus.
You got a Santa around the house, though. There was a Santa around the house. Didn't you get that a few years ago?
That's actually still going.
You could have that. He could be doing that for you. It doesn't work out. Look, we'll stay friends. We'll come around there, do a call, the twins.
And you know, at the start, I thought he was joking. I was like, oh, you're going to wear that in the bedroom? Messing, because I thought it was a big joke. And he's like... No, I'm actually deadly serious. Julie's like, you dress up as fucking Santa. And he was like, yeah.
Do you know what? Anne Summers do a big red bow thing.
Yeah.
You could do that now. You could dress up with that for him and you could be his present.
But he's not even a sexy Santa. Like, he's actually full on Santa Claus. Like, and like, I'd say he has the big belly.
Because he's probably...
He's the part. Like, he's Santa Claus.
Oh my God. I don't know now, but... You definitely win the ick of the week anyway on this one.
Dressed... My fucking date.
I'd take the Honda motorbike any day over some lad being Santa.
Yeah. Could you imagine your date rocking up and you're getting on so well for a couple of weeks?
Sorry.
And right opposite me as we're having a cup of coffee. You know, I dress up as Santa Claus. I actually thought he was fucking joking for the first couple of minutes. And then he actually went in, he was telling me where he does. I'm not going to say it here, but he told me where he does it. He really got into the... And I was like, this fucking geezer,
it'd be
serious.
Way worse now if you knew anyone's child, whatever, you know, the Santa pictures and them children up on his lap, you get the gawks then.
But like, you have those pictures for years.
Years?
Yeah,
you'd be going around someone's house, some of your friend's house now down Carrigaline or around up in the loch, and you'd be seeing your friend's children up in your man's lap. Oh no. No, that's it. I must say now, we've had some bad luck this year with the men.
Shocking.
Haven't we?
Shocking.
It was shocking.
Shocking.
Well, aside of that, I said for Christmas, That's all anyone says these days. It's usually the weather in Ireland. It's usually like, oh, the weather's really good, but now it's all you say to someone is, are you all set for Christmas?
Yeah.
Are you all set for Christmas?
I don't think we're ever like all set. I'm forever picking up.
I know.
Shit,
I don't have to be set. I've no decorations, nothing.
Do you have a Christmas tree up?
No, nothing.
Yeah, well, I suppose I really have to get into it. I have children.
I've nowhere to put the storage in my apartment.
Yeah.
I've nowhere to put it, so I just leave it as it is. Whatever. I have a few Christmas cards people sent me and a bauble from a work party, and that's it. I don't even have a tree for the bauble.
Yeah, for the bauble.
Do you know the bauble?
The ball.
The bauble.
Balls,
They're baubles.
Balls.
No, they're baubles.
Baubles.
Aren't they baubles?
I'll ask my Santa.
You ask your man.
He knows all the lingo.
St. Nicholas will know. St. Nicholas will know. Yeah, but I see your man out doing Elf on the Shelf.
So Elf on the Shelf now. Elfie is after coming to my house last week. Did he arrive last week or something? Oh, I fucking pain in the ass. Yeah. There's some nights there I'll be lying in bed. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning. Like fuck the fucking elf. And I'm flying down the stairs.
You've
then
got 2 elves though, do you?
I had one, and for the first couple of nights, and then a second one made as a pair.
And how did the twins think that came?
They just woke
Procreation
up.
or just woke up and there's another one there?
one bit creative. So they woke up one morning, there's another fella there.
I know, I'd be like that too. I'd be like, look, it's just there. Don't ask questions.
Yeah, like
It's just there.
I'd say half the time they don't even know what's going on, because like I had the 2 elves now. They're at an AA meeting with a load of AA batteries.
That's brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, but it's funny for me and you because we understand it. So they're looking at it like load of batteries around the elf.
Yeah.
And then the other night, my Erin Rose, she's an awful habit of stripping her Barbies.
Right.
So like, for example, she wanted a gymnastics Barbie there about 2 weeks ago. This fucking Barbie was about €40 because she came with the leotards and all this fucking equipment that this gymnastics Barbie has. She stripped the Barbie.
What? The whole like take.
Oh, like she's
full
no
Monty.
clothes. Yeah, like we have a not dream house. We have a frozen castle at home, right? And that's where she puts all her Barbies. It's like Hugh Hefner's house.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it's like the fucking Playboy mansion in her bedroom. Not one. There's about 50 Barbies in the castle or the house. Not one of them is dressed.
What's that about? Taking them all off?
A lot of children do it. Because when I share it on my Instagram or my TikTok, the amount of moms that come at me and they're like, Julie, my 5-year-old's the same, my 8-year-old's the same, strips them all. Or do you know what else they do? They cut all their hair. They're like fucking crazy little Barbies then.
I get the hair thing. I think I had a bit of that going on as well. The intrusive thought started early. I had a bit of that.
You cut the Barbie
Or
hair.
painting them or something.
Yeah,
destroying them, but they're taking the clothes off. I do remember the Polly Pockets, and I do think the man and the woman were at it, and I must have been only 8 or 9. That's a bit concerning. Like, I had them on top of each other in the house, like procreating.
Was there boys Polly Pockets?
There was the man, yeah, there'd be the man. And those Polly Pockets back in the day were way smaller. I don't like the new version.
Okay.
They were way smaller. And I remember playing with them on the landing of the stairs. And they were riding each other. And like I was only 8 or 9, that's concerning. But I think there's a thing there. Like another friend of mine said she was at the same carry-on around that age as well.
Oh, yeah.
She had them rubbing off each other and stuff. Like, Erin Rose taking the clothes off.
Oh, fuck.
I think it was, do you know the way when children would have mommy and daddy together and mommy and daddy making a baby?
Yeah, but see, we'd have none of that in my
house.
There's no daddy.
I know. So
we have daddy claws now, all right?
Daddy claws.
Yeah.
You've daddy claws. Whereas maybe I was like, oh, mommy and daddy making a baby. Like Polly Pockets. I even remember them like getting it on, and I was only 8. And even back then I was like, this isn't normal. Like I was kind of like, I
wondered, did you catch your mom and dad in the act?
Never, thank God.
Never.
And if I did, I tell you now, I've often said it to the mother, any of that carry on, I'd be no way, never caught it. Did you?
No.
No, never. It's a bit like Winston, never ever having sex.
And the dog.
Never ever. Oh no, and then my mother told me there not so long ago, I was like, my mother told me actually Winston, she gave him coleslaw, right? The dog.
Fuck.
This is it. I'll tell you quickly now. I was on the phone to her as I ring her every morning. I was like, hi girl, da da da. I could hear the little pause. I goes, how's your man? How's your man? How's the small fella? We call him Winston, small fella. Grand out, he's eating coleslaw here. I goes, what? And you know me, I don't eat that, carry on. And I goes, what's he eating coleslaw for? And she was like, he loves it. I goes, no girl, you're going to have to stop that now. That's giving me the ick. She's like, it's food, your dog. I'm feeding your dog. I goes, no. I'm not okay with that. I goes, you're going to have to stop that now. I was actually disturbed walking to work. I got annoyed at her.
So did she put the tub of coleslaw into the dog food dish?
I think she was clearing out the fridge. And sure, Jake, the big dog, would eat anything. I mean, he eat socks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then Winston loves socks. I call him Socky. But Jake would eat anything. He's like that. He's like a pig. But then she said Winston loved coleslaw. And you see, I don't like that kind of food. Like if I saw a fella now eating coleslaw in front of me. I bought Anton a burger when he came to London, right? Yeah. I just said, I'd buy it. And like he was eating, like there was salad and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, it's such an ick. So I was thinking about Winston as well. Eating the coleslaw. and his mouth and everything. And then I got such a nick of the dog eating the coleslaw.
But it's expected from a dog, because a dog is an animal. But like a fella now, I get what you're saying with the coleslaw and the burger, but that's the sauce. Yeah, the mouth. And if the sauce is falling down their chin or all over their gob, I'm like, oh, that's rotten.
Yeah, but even the thought of Winston, no, if I'd been home that later on that day, I would have been nearly brushed his teeth, because I'd be like, I can't be seeing that. But sorry, what I was saying I never want Winston to be at it. But the mother did say, right? She did say that, was it Winston or Jake were trying to get on top of each other? I goes, don't ever tell me that again. I said, I never want to hear that. And I said, Jake's a virgin. Those pups, we need a DNA. I don't like the thought of either of them having sex, the dogs either. And either with me in London either these days. Anyway. So that's that anyway. So you're all set for Christmas like myself.
Yeah, and we actually put out a call out during the week that we want to give some Christmas shout outs. So we got loads in. Oh my God. So first one here, it's, I just want to say fair play to my pal Tara for leaving her toxic job.
Oh, amazing. I love that.
Yeah, we were actually talking this morning about toxic jobs. You brought that up.
Oh, I did, yeah. Oh, it's a very toxic job.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to Rachel in London. That's from Ryan, the Sorari Capital intern. Hope I'm saying that right.
Huge congratulations to Emma in Bantry, who had her 30th on Friday night and shocked all her friends by pulling out her hand to show them that she'd got engaged. So they actually sent me this video. So all her friends and family were in the bar waiting for Emma to come in, and they're all going to shout, surprise, like happy birthday. And she did get a lovely surprise. But then she pulled her hand out and she's like, look what just happened. She just got engaged about an hour prior to going into that bar. And she told no one in the hour.
Oh, I love that.
So it was like double celebrations. And plus they were shocked. And
I love that they were shocked.
They got that from the podcast.
Yeah, love it. Best of luck to Sabrina, who found out she's pregnant after 7 years trying for a baby. I'm delighted for her. That's fabulous.
And a special mention to Dolly, who's cooking for 8 kids and 8 adults in Ashel.
Cashel.
Where's Ashel?
Jesus Christ.
We wish you well.
You're up in Ashel doing Santa. I like this one. To this strong lady who walked away from an emotionally abusive relationship. Well done, and Merry Christmas. Yes, we love that.
To everyone celebrating Christmas in Australia, have a great day, especially to the crew in Brisbane with family visiting. Chloe, Lucy and Celine having their first Christmas in Sydney, and Emma is heading over to celebrate in Australia, as is Aoife, who's going to see her 2 daughters.
And there's a few in New Zealand too celebrating with barbecues, but not Sarah, who is having a turkey no matter what. Did you do a Christmas in Australia? You did, and your family came over, didn't you?
I did Christmas without them as well. We went down to the beach, we went down to City Beach in Perth, and we brought down Cork flags.
Was it a good laugh?
Fucking brilliant.
Brilliant. Love it. Okay, and one last one here. And tell anyone who is working on Christmas, like Elaine, who is working from 7 to 9 in Inniskin Hospital, and Chloe, who's working a 26-hour shift while 4 months pregnant with our first baby. Fair play. Yeah, and to everyone who is working, because I'm lucky enough I am off Christmas Day, but I worked last Christmas Day night. I worked because we were getting like good pay for it with the BBC, and look, it was grand. I don't have children and all that, so it's like whatever. I had to work on the 26th and all throughout Christmas, and look, Becca, it's grand. I'll treat myself after.
Yeah, and I suppose on that note as well, to everyone in retail.
Everyone in retail, and
it's chaotic. The lead up, and plus then the sales. You're straight into the sales on Stephen's Day.
And it's just, as you were saying, you worked in sales before, and you were getting up 5 o'clock in the morning.
We opened the doors at 5 a.m.
That's hard going. Do you know what? I don't know, if I was working in retail, I'd be like, do you know what? No, I'm giving the notice that I just can't before Christmas. I'm gone.
And you're only Christmas staff, so a week after that, then you're let go.
You're gone.
You're gone?
No.
And also, I want to wish anyone who has lost someone this year an extra special Christmas. I know it's a difficult time, and I am sending so much love and strength.
Yeah, and I actually thought that was you, coming from you as well. Just a note as well, like it must be very hard at Christmas time.
Yeah, and for anyone that's going through their first Christmas without a loved one, I think the build-up was worse. Because the day of, you're so busy. You're like, do you go to Mass?
Yeah, well, I won't know over in London.
Yeah, like we go to Mass
before,
and then we go to the graves, and then it's dinner time, and it's a bit chaotic. You don't really, not that you don't think of them, but I always think the build-up is worse than the day itself.
Like the lead up now, I know you were upset the day you put up the tree.
That killed me then, putting up the tree.
Yeah.
But the day off, then I suppose I'm so busy with the kids, and it's all about the kids, but for me, the lead up was harder. And plus, this is my 3rd Christmas actually without my dad. The first Christmas I had COVID.
Oh God.
We all had COVID. So we didn't really celebrate Christmas. We were all kind of sick. The second Christmas then was our first Christmas without him, if that makes sense. And then this is our 3rd Christmas. But yeah, it's hard. So I am sending you all so much love and strength.
So are you smarter than your 6-year-olds? I have 2 actual spelling mistakes now for you this round because are you gaslighting us?
No. I am.
One spelling, I don't know how many times I got it. Like, I wouldn't put much up on my stories some days, and then I go in and my inbox is flooded. I'm kind of like, what is she after doing? It's like, what is she after doing? With this certain one, I was like...
Is it chaotic?
Yeah.
I got that.
I said to loads of them, look, I said, she has to be gaslighting us. Like, this can't be right. But your first question for are you smarter than your 6-year-olds? Spell chaotic.
CHACTOIC.
Spell it again.
CHATKOIC.
No, CHAOTIC.
I was close.
And your spelling on your stories was such a catty talk week. Trying to sort for next week. Catty talk.
Spell it out.
Catty talk. CATITOC week. Trying to sort for next week. And you trying to stay serious then.
Oh, Christ.
Right, okay, so that's 0 out of 1. Spell sinus. That was another one.
SINUS.
Well, you got that one right because you were trying to spell sinusitis or something like that. Okay, that's perfect. So that's 1 out of 2. Right, so this was a big week in the UK when it came to Prime Minister news and stuff like that. Our Prime Minister, just I need to be careful there. The Prime Minister of the UK was in the news quite a lot this week. What is his name? It's not Bertie Ahern now.
It's not Tony Blair either,
No,
is it?
he's gone a long time.
What does it begin with?
R.
Ronald.
Ronald what? Don't.
I'm not going to say it. Ronald. McDonald.
I knew you were going to say that. Go on, give me another. Ronald what?
Is it Ronald?
Just go on, Ronald what?
Reggie.
Ronald Reggie. No, Rishi Sunak.
Ah, fucking never. Is that a girl?
That's a man.
Risha.
Rishi.
Oh, Rishi.
Okay, so that is 1 out of 3. Name the newsreader taking part in Dancing with the Stars.
Eileen John.
Yeah, that's grand. I was going to say hint you met her last week. What can you catch that is not thrown?
Cold.
Yes!
Yeah.
Fair play. That was a trick one there. And as you played a king and a wise man in the nativity, what 3 gifts did the kings bring?
The star.
No.
The sun.
No. Ah, Jesus, Julie, like they were proper gifts. Do you know what I mean? Would you turn up at someone's house there? Look, I bought a gift there though, I brought the moon tonight. Forgot the all wrapping paper there, but I said I'd bring the all moon shade, you know? That's what I'm going to do now. The next party I go to, come here, there's the moon. Brought that along tonight. Sunrise now in the morning for you. Oh,
the donkey.
He was with Mary and Joseph. We did this in the book. Ah, come on, do you listen at all?
Oh, gosh.
No.
I don't know what.
They were like proper stuff.
A dress. Pair of fucking Prada shoes. I don't know.
Gold, frankincense and myrrh.
And a mirror.
Myrrh?
What the fuck is a mirror?
It's kind of like some other kind of fancy thing. Myrrh, MYRRH.
No. Oh, that's... Oh, a mirror, no.
Yeah.
And what gold?
Just gold. They were. You see them in the crib and all that. They're all like gold and stuff.
Gold,
Hips,
what else?
like gold, frankincense and myrrh.
What's frankincense?
I don't know. No, it's like incense. Yeah.
It sounds like a bottle of perfume.
Yeah, like there was like a spice. Yeah, frankincense. Yeah.
And what were they meant to do with that? Bake a cake or something?
Sure, I don't know. I don't know what happened on the day. As I said to you, like, was she pregnant going around knocking on the doors and they saw she was pregnant? Because that's desperate if they did that to poor Mary.
I know. Awful.
Do you know? It's bad form.
It was worse now. Somebody gave her spice. Like, imagine getting
I know.
spice on Christmas Day.
I know. Wouldn't you be sickened?
Sickened?
You'd be actually sickened. Actually, there's a really famous actor over in the UK. I won't say who it is now. But you know what he did? He collected all the toiletries in the hotels.
Yeah.
And he kept them throughout the year on tour. And he gifted all his staff those for Christmas. How bad is that?
And would it like the hotel name be on the bottom? Like Premier in-now shower gel.
This is fact. A very big actor. Fact. Yeah, inside scoop there now for you.
Okay, so just to finish up the year, we are going to go through some of our highlights from 2023. Am I kicking off? Brenda, what's one of your highlights?
I would have to say, and I know you're looking, thinking I'm going to mention the M word. I'm not. I would have to say, Sally out the Cork Opera House. That was sensational. That whole lead up to that and everything, that was amazing. Like, it was. No, when we agreed to do it, we were absolutely like shitting ourselves. Like, we didn't want to do it. We were cancelling it. We were...
Oh, sure. We cancelled it loads.
We were like, no, we're not doing it. I remember pacing up down the hall at work and we're like, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
And
fighting over because you were like, I will do it for a while. Then I was like, no, I don't want to. Then I was like, no, okay, we'll do it. And then you were like, no, I don't think we should. And I was like, fucking hell, like.
Yeah.
We couldn't agree.
Couldn't agree. And then the fact that we sold it out After all the carry-on, not even barely plugging it, like, not even barely plugging it. And just the night itself and the energy in the room. And as they said, like, it was the best energy the podcast festival had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that was it. And it was just a magical night, really. The whole thing was amazing.
From the minute we walked out to Bewitched to the after party, it was just every single second of that night was just incredible.
If you could bottle up what a perfect night was for me in my lifetime, it would be that night.
Yeah, that was wild.
It was just beautiful. We're both smiling here now thinking about it. And you then leaving me on the stage on my own. I'll never forget that.
Never live that.
I
went the wrong way. I got lost.
I know, but you were like White Snake the way you carried on. Like, I'm gonna do that to you. I'll get you back yet.
I fucking
girl code. You left me up on the stage looking like an absolute clown. But anyway, we'll forget
it. You were clapping.
Oh, stop. It was so awkward. And like, I don't even drink. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're stone cold sober doing that.
I was sober as well.
I know, but look, I know. But anyway, go on.
My one then is starting the podcast, because we started this year and we're ending it on a high after, again, as you said, sell out the operas. We done Electric Picnic. We met so many of you along the way, and taking the decision to start this podcast and reach out to Brenda, asking her, because do you know when I first asked you, the way you're so complicated with your answers, you couldn't just say, yeah, I'd love that, or no, I'm not into podcasts, whatever. The message I got back, I actually left you unread for weeks because I thought you were saying no to me.
What kind of...
I can't remember. You were on about a different podcast. I was like, what is she
Oh, yeah,
on
that
about?
was with Ken, yeah.
Yeah, you were like, I was going to do one with Ken or something. I was like, so is that her saying, I don't want to do one with you, I'll do it with Ken? That's the way I read the message. And I remember saying it to... I can't remember what I said to her. I was like, I asked her, but she doesn't want to do it. So, and they were like, do it on your own. So I was like, no, I'd 100% not do a podcast on my own, because it's nice to have somebody bounce off the way we bounce off each other. So not doing one on my own. And then I kind of left it. And then I don't know how I brought it back up to you.
I think I probably double text. I'd be like that now, because I'd be like, she's after ignoring me there now, and I'd be eating up at me, and I probably would have been on your stories going, she hasn't replied to me there now, or else I would have been like, she's watching my stories but she hasn't replied. I'll actually try and go back and find it.
That was an interesting week, alright.
Yeah, but I was always going to do it, but it was like I was over explaining as always.
I didn't understand the message.
And then I was saying, look, I don't have time to be editing this and all this kind of stuff. That's what I was saying. I don't have time and to be doing that.
So I read that then as, look, I don't really have time.
No, it was always like, look, I'm well up for it, but...
Yeah, but I was reading, my mind was going to, like, it was all these excuses, and I was like... Okay, you could have just said, that's you though, you over-explain.
I know.
And instead of getting, yeah, I'd love to, when do you want to start? It's like, but it's like this now, and I'm like, what?
I know. It's just kind of like I need to clear things up, because I don't want things in the end, down the line, go, why didn't you say that?
Yeah. And I suppose that brings us into as well how we met, because a lot of people are asking us how we met over the last couple of months, and Brenda was obviously a producer on Neil Prendeville show back in Cork, and she used to be fucking ringing me flat out, stalking me, stage 12 stalker. Come on the show.
And you never said no.
I never said no.
You never said no. And then I was like, I like this girl. I like watching her. She's a bit of me. And then I remember we met up with 2 other people in a group. And then even from that evening on, I remember we went for food.
Yeah.
And I remember following into the toilet, and I was like, she's exactly what she is.
You followed me into the toilet down Ballycotton?
We went to the toilet together. I went with you, and I remember chatting to you inside.
And some things never change.
I know.
The toilet.
Follow you into the toilet. And then I kind of had you on my own. I was going to try it on with you or something. But no, I had you, and I was chatting to you on my own. And I genuinely was, I'm not saying this now because you're in front of me, but I was like, she's exactly like she is on Instagram, and I just like your energy.
Yeah.
And no, I did. I was like, she's a bit of me. I like this one. Yeah. And that was it. And then whenever I'd want someone on the radio, you'd come on. I even remember when your granddad, you remember the photo, he's now passed away.
Yeah.
Remember COVID? I remember that.
Oh, he was in the nursing home.
You even came on then, like through those times, and like you never ever said no, and like, yeah, that was it. And then, you asked me last year we stayed in touch, and we stayed friends, and we'd met up, we went down nights out. Yeah. And then you asked me to do the podcast, and I took around 40 days to kind of say, yes, I will.
Because, like that now I was approached, and I was like, will you do a podcast? And I was like, I will, but I'm not doing it on my own. I said, I need somebody. And they're like, go away, think, you can decide who you want. And sure, like loads of people were going through my brain. I was like, nah. And then I just fucking thought of you. And I was like, Brenda.
Yeah.
I'll get her. Because at the time, like you still are fucking wild on your stories. And I was like, we'll have some crack.
Such a laugh. And from the very off, we've had a laugh. No, there's been 1 or 2 times we'd have an argument.
Yeah, I know.
But that's what made us as well.
Yeah, and like I got to know you then, and you got to know me.
That's it. You're kind of like, okay, right, this is the other side of her that I hadn't seen. But you're always going to see that side. I don't mean that side of her, but to see her, when
Cross.
Yeah. And you saw me when I'm cross and how I cope with being cross or whatever. And I see how you are. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we understand each other, but which is like what makes a great podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
You know someone then,
Yeah, highs and lows. Like.
Highs and lows.
And we live in each other's pockets over the podcast. Like
we do, yeah.
Constantly chatting.
And you really have to know someone, like you really do.
And
you know what I mean?
Communication is key as well, isn't it?
Like sure, the other morning, I had been up since like 3 o'clock in the morning, but I saw a WhatsApp, I saw a notification, and I was like, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, it's not anyone from work, and you were just texting me about the podcast. And then ring me at 9 o'clock when you're walking over to the other building.
I knew your routine.
You know my routine?
Yeah. And that was 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm texting you about something.
And I knew it was you. I knew. I was like, that's her now on today. It's no one else but her.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So another highlight for me, would do 1 or 2 more, would be look.
Gee, I know what she's gonna say.
Julia, I have to say it. Come on.
Say it.
Getting the job in Good Morning Britain.
Oh.
I'm not going to spend too long on that, but that was my dream. Like 2 or 3 years ago, I was writing down I will work on ITV and be happy, affirming it, manifesting it, and I work in there now, and I love it. And do you know what I love about it? It's better than I ever could have expected.
Yeah.
The people I work with, such a laugh. They all be watching my stories.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, they accept the bit of a lunatic that I am, and they're still happy for me to work here.
Good.
And they embrace it, which is amazing. So that one as well, that my dream came true, and it's even better than I could have expected. I appreciate it every day.
Good woman.
What about another one for you?
My one then is my Fionn. When he was born, he was actually very sick. He was in neonatal for a while, and he had to do a lot of like therapy and like physio. Do a lot of physio. There was something really wrong with his muscles and all in his body, like. And I thought growing up he'd never play sport. And to see him out in pictures now playing matches. Like this year now he really got into it in matches. Like he's going to Douglas, he's going to all these different places, playing soccer matches, playing hurling matches, football matches and rugby matches. And see him getting involved and running up and down the pitch and like not a bother for him. And like I keep getting this vision of him being wrapped up, being put through MRI machines at like 4 days old, and I was like, this child will never be able to hold his like head. Like he'd really bad problems with his head as well and all his muscles. I was like, he'll never not lead a normal life, but like I suppose play sports like any other child. That's what we thought at the time. And to look at him this year, the way he's after, like, it's just
excelling.
Yeah, excelling is the word.
And he is flying it. Tearing.
And he's well into sport. And I always remember like in the neonatal unit be like, he'll never play sports, he'll never be able to run as fast as any other boys, like, and it's going to be hard for him. And I look at him.
Wonderful.
It's wonderful, yeah. It makes my heart, like I could cry here now.
I know.
It's so like, and then I look back now at those times I spent so many nights crying, worrying, and I look at him.
Fabulous.
Flying it. Yeah. Flying it.
He's great.
Yeah. Great. And Erin Rose as well. Like,
she's brilliant.
But she'd fucking buy and sell out.
Yeah, she's lethal, that one.
She was like that from day one.
She's lethal. No, she's great.
Lethal.
One other highlight I suppose I would have would be right, okay, the New York Marathon. That was it.
Yeah.
I have to say it. All right, I have to say it. It was going to be. The New York Marathon was a massive highlight. Yeah. And do you know what it was? I trained for it a bit.
Yeah.
I didn't get the exact time I wanted. We were going back to London 2024 for that one. But that was a massive milestone as well of the year. Because I had that booked since, I think, February to do it. So you're waiting all year. But do you know what I don't ever get? Do you know the way you wait for something, you build it up and then it's gone. I never get the downer after.
Yeah, because you always have something else to look forward to.
Because I used to be lethal for that. I remember as a child, I used to have like 25 days left until Christmas and I'd take the sheet off one day and then it was gone. And the downer I'd get as a child.
Yeah.
And it's something called the hedonic treadmill. It was like when I was leaving, and I forget, my sister-in-law told me about it. When I was leaving Red FM and I was getting ready to go to London, my sister-in-law was like, are you all in a high no? And I was like, no, not. I'm fine, Trina. You know what I mean? And she was like, it's a hedonic treadmill that it's not an anticlimax, but it's like you get such a high from something and then the downer. So I don't leave any of that like coming to my life.
I think most of us get like that in January even.
Yeah, I don't leave. No, it's just like a normal month to get to me.
Yeah. Like, I think it's important to have something else to look forward to.
Always. That's when I come home from holiday. I'm just like, I just book another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Always something forward to. And then a third one for you?
My next one then for me would be my brother getting his house.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and he only got the keys there last week, and it's huge because God love him, like he lost his dad, like my uncle died over the year, my granddad died, like, and my mum being sick as well. Like, it's just been all fucking sad in our family the past like year, 2 years. So for him then to get that was huge.
Brilliant.
And we're all so proud of him. So,
yeah, we love Sean.
Yeah. So I can't wait to do the spare room up now for the twins.
Yeah, of course. You were in there the other night. Was your mother was counting feet or something?
The way she was measuring.
Come here, she wasn't even doing it properly at all. Even I was saying that's wrong.
I know.
Your secret Santa wouldn't be able to help her there. No, no, you're Santa.
Oh my
Doing his boxers, go up there and up in the suit up the top.
He might come down the chimney. So on that note, we'd like to thank all of you for tuning in for the past year. Your support has been incredible. Like, I never in a million years thought the podcast would get this far in the space of 12 months now.
Yeah,
Nearly 12 months.
It's been amazing.
It's been amazing, and it's all down to you. So from myself and Brenda, we wish you happy Christmas, and I hope you all have the best 2024. Is that?
You have to think what year it was.
Yeah.
2024. Yes, happy Christmas to one and all, and thanks for all the support.
Yeah, we love you.
Bye.
Take care.